Colossal is about my first love, Anne Hathaway. She's down on her luck, she lost her job, her boyfriend kicked her out, and she's also an alcoholic, but hey, who am I to judge? Anne Hathaway decides to move back to her hometown. She reconnects with a childhood friend, hooks her up with a job, and this sounds like the premise to a romantic comedy movie until the monster shows up. So when Anne Hathaway walks into a park at a certain time of day, a monster will show up in Korea and just destroy everything. It mimics her actions while she's in the park. And what turns out to be a little bit of fun when you're drunk turns into a horrifying sequence of events when she accidentally murders some people. The monster, of course, is an allegory for personal demons, alcoholism included. The movie touches on those themes of your addictions affecting other people, self-control, cynicism, and also abusive relationships. That stuff really comes into play with Jason Sudeikis' character, who steals the show in this movie. I did not think he had this type of role in him. In the beginning, you think he'll be the generic love interest, you know, the generally nice, occasionally sarcastic guy that I'm sure he's played before. But with the writing and the directing and Jason Sudeikis himself, they took this character to some really dark places. There's some superfluous side characters who get too much time for their roles in the movie, but they don't really do much or affect the plot, really. Tim Blake Nelson and Dan Stevens do that the most. They get the short end of the stick. The effects, of course, aren't the best, but this isn't Pacific Rim where that matters. I think this was shot like a tenth of the budget of Pacific Rim. It's a surprisingly mature movie in regards to its themes and execution, especially compared to its really off-the-wall premise that actually helps. There's a few scenes in the movie where your brain will kick in and be like, oh, why didn't this character do this? They could have done this. This movie would have been over in a shorter time. But you just throw it out of your head. It doesn't matter really. Definitely see it because it's an original, well-made movie, and it's not Fate of the Furious 9. Bye.